Hi, the YouTube. It's Karen, or Shrinky Goofball. It is week 28. As you can see, I'm in the parking lot. The phone might be a little bit crooked. Sorry about that. But I've got it propped up with my GPS holder, so hopefully it won't fall in the middle of the video. As you can tell, I'm still a little bit sick. This morning I almost coughed up my lung. I got to keep it. I didn't quite cough it up. I've got my tea from Tim Hortons, and I'm just waiting out, in the parking lot for my son, so I don't have to go all the way home. So let's start with my numbers. Week 28, post-op. On October the 17th, I started my journey at 321 pounds. I did 3 weeks of my OptiFast diet and lost 24 pounds. On November the 7th, I went in for my gastric bypass at 297 pounds. Last week, I reported that I was 205 pounds, 0.6. Today, I'm 204, which is a 1.6 pound loss, for a total loss of 117. And what excites me the most about that, I'm still losing. 1.6 doesn't sound like a lot, but it is still a loss. But I'm like 4.1 or whatever, 4 pounds away from Wonderland. So again, hoping over the next couple of weeks I'll be able to do a silly dance for you once I hit Wonderland. It's been a long time since I've hit Wonderland, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So just to follow up to my doctor's appointment last week, regarding, it was really my 6-month post-op, but we're also looking at my ulcer. So post-op, he was very happy with my results in terms of weight loss, said that he's, feels like I'm right on track. His concern, of course, being that I'm not exercising. So he said most people at the 6-month mark find that they may hit a stall. So I really have to figure out whether it's swimming, aquafit, something to do with the water. With the osteoarthritis, you can't just hop on a treadmill or a bike or go for a walk. So obviously my osteoarthritis is in my knees. So he's saying that, of course, aquafit would be the best for me. So regarding my ulcer, he told me that I can finish my ulcer medication, which is I'm not going to say it properly, but it's like a sucralate. And I should be finished that in a week or so, maybe less. And he said he's going to put me on the Prevacid for another 3 months. And the Prevacid really is just to coat the stomach. We have a lot of acid, and I'm still throwing up. I told him about the pork chop. I pulled out all my old paperwork. You'd be surprised how much the paperwork that you received 1 month post-op, 3-month post-op, the stuff that you received at your information session, really comes in handy afterwards. Because when you're in the process of going for your appointments and seeing the shrink and seeing the dietitian and seeing the nurse and going for the class, there's a lot of excitement around that. And you go through the stuff and you read it and you're like, okay, cool, got that. And then you're going through it and it's a lot of information and you're shopping and what should I get and what should I not get and reading labels. But once you've sort of been in the midst of your journey, you're going through the things that you should and shouldn't be doing, that information actually is more handy. So I pulled it out again. I've reorganized it. I wish I had it with me. I guess I'll show it to you next week. I've printed out 4 images of myself from my heaviest up until, almost now, my thinnest so far. And I put it on the front of this binder. I've got both my calendars in there that started at 2012 when I started with my journey, and a brand new calendar for 2013 to 2014, where I'm marking down all my appointments, that sort of thing. But that information comes in handy because, of course, one of the things they talk about is how a lot of people find pork chops very difficult to digest, and I have a feeling that's just really fat content. And here I was thinking because I was taking off the fat and not eating that I was fine, but it's actually because pork chops are a fattier meat. So yesterday I had chicken, I had carrots, I had smashed potatoes, and no problem at all. Not massive quantities or anything, but I still kept them all down. And then I made Greek yogurt with mixed berries. Not a fan of the frozen raspberries. I find them a little bit too tart. So I'm putting the sweetener in my Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is very high in protein, and well, compared to other yogurt. I can't speak. I'm sorry. It's higher than other yogurts. But I bought the frozen strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, and I really like the strawberries and the blueberries. So yeah, that worked out really well. So I don't know what I'm making for dinner tonight yet, but I do have grocery shopping to do, and I'll see what I feel like, because I've just had I didn't plan my breakfast very well. I just brought a pudding. Of course, there's sugar-free. Nothing of value in that whatsoever in terms of vitamins, minerals, protein. It's just a sugar-free. And yeah, and I've got my tea, which is nice for my throat. And what else did I try that was new? I'm still eating my chili. Obviously, the chicken works better than the pork chop, so I'm not going to be doing pork chops. I did have leftover rice. It's a Maltese dish called Russell Foreign. And it's just baked rice. You mix together with, like a bolognese sauce, and you bake it. So the first time I had it, it was fine. Second time, I guess because it was heated, it wasn't moist enough. So I was fine, like quite a bit after I ate it, a small piece. I had a sip of my juice, and I started feeling the rush. It's like that little sip of juice just took me over the edge. And I waited like more than half an hour. I'm still really good about separating my my liquids from my solids. So half an hour with solids, half an hour waiting for the liquids again. I saw my brother yesterday. Haven't seen him in a long time. We live a good close to hour and maybe 45 minutes away. And he's getting married in July the 6th. So we really don't see a lot of each other. And I saw him yesterday, and it took him 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes of talking to me before he said, "Have you lost a ton of weight or something?" And I'm like, it's not like I've lost 20 or 30 or 40 or even like 60 pounds where, you have to lose, when you're 321 pounds, you have to lose a lot of weight for someone to notice. And he finally said it, and I was like, if he didn't say anything, I was probably going to kick him in the knees. And I said, yeah, I've lost like 116 pounds. So he's like, yeah, man, you look fantastic. How'd you do that? And he proceeded to tell me about a story about a buddy named Chubb, who's massive, who had the he was calling it the gastro. I said, yeah, I had gastric bypass. He goes, oh, yeah, he's put all the weight back on. And I said, I've really come a long way in terms of maturity, wanting to lose the weight. I think mentally I'm more than prepared. I don't ever want to see this weight come back again. He said every month he saw him, he just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I said, I've got a Facebook for, my journey. I have a separate one for just regular, sorry, hold on. Sorry. And, it surprises me that people, and to each their own, but it still surprises me that, a month into surgery, someone isn't even on full fluids and they're going to go for ice cream. Or someone's going out to celebrate their birthday and they're going to have alcohol. It's my birthday on Saturday, and I'm not having any cake. I'm not going to have any alcohol. I'd be happy with chicken and vegetables and potatoes and knowing that I don't throw up. But I'm not touching sweets, and I'm really careful about reading labels. And it really surprises me that people are still within their 1 year and they're talking about eating foods that they shouldn't have, or experimenting with foods they shouldn't have, or, trying to get pregnant, So I think this is really my time. I look in the mirror and I'm still shocked, that even now, okay, maybe you can't really see it, but even just sitting, my shoulders would look massive. And, I'm fine. I'm not really a good gardener because I've, got sore knees and that sort of thing. But I bring out a towel, I lay on my side, and I've got a pair of shorts on and a tank top, and yeah, so I'm thrilled to bits. So that's not going to happen to me. So I feel sorry for Chubs, but I'm always just going to be a shrinking goofball. I'm always going to be shrinking, and then I'm going to hit my weight, and I'm going to be as happy as pig in shit, because I still like looking at myself and saying, I've come a long way and I look good. So anyway, that is my video for the week. Hope you guys are all doing great on your journey. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, just post them at the bottom of the video. Yeah, and like I said, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to do my happy dance for my Wonderland. Take care, YouTube. Have a great week.